Well, I guess we're going to have a Saturday evening chat tonight. See if anybody shows up. Don't know quite what to think about the green screen. See if I can find a better one here. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe not that one. What's that one look like? Oh, heck. I suppose we could do that one, maybe. Yeah, what the heck? Let's try that. If it comes up. Green screen. Okay. Is it going to alter? Gee, it might want to be one of those things that's technically difficulties beyond my control. Green screen. No. No. Done. Hi. We're trying to adjust the green screen to show an image that's not this one. And it seems as though the green screen feature doesn't want to work. Let's see here. Let me try something else here. Hi, how are you guys doing this evening? I'm trying to adjust the green screen. We're working on it. Okay. Trying to find a decent background for you guys to look at. And let's see here. What's that? I'm sorry, I can't see the chat right at the moment. I'll be right with you in a second. This is a pretty good standby. Maybe we can just use it. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. There's a bunch of you online. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So Tatiana, hello. And Micah, hello from Brazil. And Baby Max, hello. And wow. Okay. So, how are you all doing this evening? That's your house? Tatiana says I've got a picture of her house. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to intrude. Oh, heck. Oh my gosh. So you're here in Alney, Tatiana? Yeah, I can't remember when I took that picture of that sunset. Oh, okay. It must look remarkably similar then. Must look remarkably similar. Yeah. You're showing 6 people. Yeah, I'm showing actually 8. And by the way, thank you everyone who's put a thumbs up. Without you guys, this doesn't happen. And looks like suddenly a whole bunch of them dropped off. So Tatiana, she says, "Wow, and bet. And yeah. And Tatiana says, "Can I have your ice?" Okay, you lost me there. What kind of ice do you want? I mean, all I've got are ice cubes, and I don't think I can quite deliver them from here. And the cookie says hi. Hi, the cookie. Yeah, yeah. It's actually a beautiful evening where I am. It doesn't look that much different outside than what you're seeing in the image at the moment. And the cookie is asked or said, "Hello, hello, hello. How was your day? How was your day been?" And yeah, mine's fine. How about everybody else? How about everybody else in the chat? How's your day been? Give them a second to respond to Cookie. I think everybody can see you've got that in there, what, 3 times now? Give everybody else a chance to respond. And the Cookie says, "Oh, yeah, and at my place too." Maybe you're actually trying to enter into multiple chats at the same time and you're actually kind of entering into this one a bit much. Yeah. You got to moderate that to Cookie. Okay. Yeah, you're having a conversation that I can't see. So, yeah. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, I'm going to put you in timeout for a little bit so you cool down a little bit. So we'll get back to you. All right. So, how about the rest of you? Mm-hmm. I see there's 2 people yet online now. Tatiana, are you still online with me? Or Micah or Baby Max? And now we've dropped down to 1. Could you please enter something into the chat so at least I can see who you are? Oh, by the way, thank you for the thumbs up. And it appears, yeah, just some people checking in, it looks like, maybe. How are you this evening? Yep. Well, looks after an initial flurry of activity, we have dropped down and bouncing around between 0 and 1 participants. Good evening. How are you? Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. We've got 4 thumbs ups this evening, but I'm not seeing much of anything in the way of the chat here. And Tioman says, hello, my friend. Hello, Tio. Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone. Oh, you were like 4. Thank you. And here's Jess Shearer. Hi, Jess. Welcome aboard. How are you doing this evening? And Tatiana has rejoined. Thank you for coming back, Tatiana. And no need to say you're sorry I'm back. That's usually my line. And Jess says they're doing good. Yeah. And Tio is working. Oh, okay. So you're actually multitasking here. Yeah. And of course, Tio says hello to everybody. And Jess is asking, how was your day? Well, it was a pretty good day myself. How about everybody else out there? How was your day? And Tatiana Spence is going to have to step away for another moment. Jess, I think it might be just you and me here. Actually, I had a pretty good day. And of course, Tio is saying, my day is beautiful. I am alive. I alive. Which probably he meant to say, I am alive. Yes, being alive is a good thing. Yeah. As far as my day is concerned, I got up kind of early, and I went ahead and had plans to take the rollator and walk uptown. And yes, Jess, I do love being alive. It is a good thing. It is a good thing. I spend a lot of my time in solitude, which is really a good thing in itself because I have time to meditate and to appreciate all the beauty around me when I see it. And but this morning I had plans. I was going to walk up to McDonald's and join a friend for breakfast, but when I got up this morning, my body wasn't necessarily cooperating real well. When you get old, there's certain things that don't work quite as well as they used to. And so I made a change of adjustments, or change of plans, I should say, and asked my friend to actually bring my breakfast to me this morning, and he did. And it was a beautiful thing. And Tioman says, life is good because I like tamales. And JR's aboard. Hello, JR. And Tio likes tortillas, too. Yeah. And mole. Yeah. Yep. So, at any rate, so JR, what's new? And have you met Jess? And Jess asks, do I love? Or he says, I love McDonald's. Do you love McDonald's? And I sometimes. Today was actually the first time I had McDonald's breakfast since probably mid-June. I have had a couple of other meals delivered to me from McDonald's by my good friend Kip. And so I don't eat eat McDonald's near as much as I used to, but it's always a treat when I can have it. But what I really miss about McDonald's is being able to go up there and sit with the old men's club. How about you? How about you, Jr.? Do you like McDonald's too? And Jess has asked, "What's your favorite place to eat at?" So, what is your favorite place to eat at, Jr.? Well, there you got something in common with Jess, Jr. You both love McDonald's. Yep, yep, yep. And Jess has asked, he says, "What's your favorite place to eat at?" Earlier, and with me, I how can I put it? I just try to find good in every place I go. Um, it's very rare that I go to a restaurant and don't come away with a positive experience. So besides McDonald's, what else do you guys like? Where else do you guys like to eat at? Oh yes, yes. It's been a while since I've had Arby's. How about you, Jr.? You like Arby's too? I have to admit, for myself, it's somewhat maddening because Arby's is probably no more than a half a mile away from where I live. There's a Love's Truck Stop here in Olney, and they have an Arby's, and the staff there is just wonderful. But for me right now, having to use the rollator, that Arby's might as well be on the far side of the moon. I really, really miss riding my bicycle down to Arby's. Yeah. And Jess says that I live like 10 minutes away from Arby's. Yeah. And Tatiana Spence says, "Notice anything?" No, actually, it's all over me, Tatiana. How about you, Jess and JR? Do you guys remember any or notice anything that Tatiana's asking about? And Jess has asked, "Are you sitting in your house or outside?" I'm sitting in my house at this moment. You're actually looking at an image that I have up on the green screen, an image that I took. Oh, I don't know, probably sometime in the last month or so. Just giving you something prettier to look at than my ugly mug. And Jess says, "A long, long time ago." Are you talking about Are you talking about the image or something that you noticed, Jess? And Tatiana, can you kind of elaborate on what we should be noticing? And Jess has replied, "Yes." So, Jess, can you elaborate? And JR's asking everybody how your day's going. Yeah. I pretty much already elaborated on that. So how about the rest of you? Yeah, you, Tatiana. And JR wants to know, what do you think about this government shutdown? And yeah, I think you're right, Tatiana. You've had a good day. No, we shouldn't go there. Yeah, JR, let's go. Let's not discuss the shutdown right now. And Jess has said, bring the whole day. I've been hanging out with my friends and run a whole 4 miles. And yeah, Tatiana says, crying so hard it floods. Yes, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah. Yeah. And JR's apologized. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's, oh, I wish we didn't bring that up about the government shutdown. I really wish we didn't go there. And Tatiana Spence says, it's fine, but do you want cookie? Yes, a cookie would be a good thing right now. A cookie would be a good thing right now. Thank you, Tatiana, for offering. And Jess has asked, how long is gonna be doing this live? Because me and my friends are going to go to the rock pile. Well, that's fine, Jess. You can go to the rock pile. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. Usually it's anywhere between a half an hour and an hour. Could be longer if things go a certain way. So, yeah. Go have fun at the rock pile. Sounds like a good time to me. And I'm not being sarcastic. I've had great times at rock piles. All right. Well, Jess has said that they'll be back in maybe like 30 minutes. Yeah. Well, enjoy the rock pile. Yeah. Well, we're just hanging out, JR. Yep. Just hanging out. Jess is heading out to the rock pile. JR is asking everybody if they want a cookie. And JR wants to know how our evening is. And Jess is checking out. All right. Good luck and Godspeed, Jess. If we don't see you back when you get back, you take care of yourself. So, what are you up to, Tatiana? And JR asks, are you ready for Halloween? No. No, I'm not ready for Halloween. I usually am never ready for Halloween. How about you guys? And Tatiana's candy? I usually enjoy Halloween. in years past, I used to participate in haunted houses. And Tatiana is asking, and why don't you move the cam? Okay, you really want me to show you why I don't move the cam? Watch this. You might want to, yeah. I won't show you me for long, but yeah, here you go. Here's how ugly my mug is, and then you're going to want the image back. See? Okay, so it's a green screen. It's just a background, and otherwise you end up looking at me, and it's not about me. It's about you guys. So that's why the cam doesn't move. So I'm going to go ahead and disappear. Yeah, let's see here. Presto, changeo, boy. Okay. Whoops. Oh, no, it's another sunset. It changed. Okay. And Jess is still checking out. Yeah, thanks, Jess. Yeah. Tatiana says, you're so cutesity. Yeah. No, I'm not cutesity. I'm an old guy that smells bad. I just have kind of a twisted and warped sense of humor. Yeah. Let me see if I can find let's see here. Yeah, let me see if I can find. Here, I'll give you something. Hopefully, maybe we'll get lucky and I can do the white squirrel thing. You guys can see the big white squirrel. If I can find it. It's around here someplace. There, let's try that. No, it goes back to that. Okay. If I hit, that's strange. It's not doing that either. If I do that, well, give me lunch. No. Yeah. Due to technical difficulties beyond my control, it looks as like I have apparently lost control of the green screen. Okay. And I'ma keep it real, says beautiful sunset, and says hello to everybody. And it might be Texas where you are, I'ma keep it real. But no, yeah, it's probably Texas somewhere, but not here where I am. And Daniel's aboard and says hi. And didn't mean to scare you there, Tatiana. And JR says, I don't like Halloween. No, actually, I love Halloween. It's just this year I'm probably going to lay kind of low. And I'm going to keep it real, says he's there from Florida. And yeah. So I'm going to keep it real, asks, where are you from? And tonight we're from Olney, Illinois, home of the white squirrels. And the white squirrel count is going on for the next couple of weekends, too. Yeah. So now it looks like the chat is kind of taking on a life of its own, which is wonderful. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could, Tatiana. I wish I had that capability. But, yeah, I just use a handheld device. And I'm going to keep it real. Ask WDYM tonight. I don't know. Where's that radio station out of? I'll have to look that up. WDYM. And JR saying, what is lo mein? Well, lo mein, I thought that was something you get at a Chinese restaurant. Lo mein, yeah. I mean, I like garlic chicken myself. And I'm a keep it real says, so this is a green screen. This isn't right now. No, definitely it is not right now. It is a green screen. And WDYM means, what do you mean? Thank you, I'm a keep it real. I'll try to remember that, but more than likely I will forget because I'm an old guy. Oh, I'm trying to remember. He asked me, what do you mean? What do you mean tonight? Okay. Well, here it's this evening. It's getting to be night. Yeah. Well, at least we're having a few yucks out there. I'm actually 63. Yeah. Yeah. For me, that's actually pretty old. My clock actually was supposed to run out when I was 38. And Tatiana says, I wish that I can live, but I can't. I only have 47 subscribers. And Daniel caught a 15-pound bass. So that's interesting. Since when do you have to have a minimum subscriber base to do live? And JR has 67 subscribers. Yeah. And Tatiana says, wait, what? And Daniel says it started last year. Oh, was that, so they changed the requirements? And Tatiana Spence says, let me see. And now JR says, this is moving quickly. I got to slow down a little bit. JR says, that is a trend 67. Tatiana says, BRB. Daniel says, he said 6-7. Oh, yeah. And I'm a Keeper Reels 24. And asks, what's something I've learned at 63? And Daniel says the meme, and Daniel says yes. So I'm totally lost here. What's something I've learned at 63? You got 63 years? I'll let you know. Life is a continuing process. None of us are done till the powers that be above call us home. I still have a lot to learn. Yeah. How about you? I'm a Keep It Real. What have you learned at 24? And JR and Daniel are having a conversation. JR's asked Daniel, how are you, bro? And Daniel says, alive. Daniel says, you. And JR says, I am good. In the meantime, I'm still waiting for I'm a Keep It Real to let us know what they've learned at 24. Of course, Tatiana, you can be honest, but just remember this is something that can be read by anybody. And I'm a Keep It Real says, currently I'm learning how to let things go. And JR says, I will keep it real. Yeah. And Daniel says, you know what is the best feeling? And Tatiana Spence says, I am a kid with a big smiley face. And Daniel says, catching a catfish. Well, it is on your end, but for the catfish, it's probably a bit traumatic. But it could be worse because, I can't fish. I mean, I can drive a boat real good. Fish, forget it. Put a hook in the water, they run like heck, even if I use bait. Eating fish? Now that's a whole different ball of wax. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're making my mouth water now. I love it, Daniel. You're just killing me. JR put up a message and then retracted it. Yeah. And Tatiana agrees. She likes catfish too. JR wants to know what your favorite bird is. And Daniel says with butter, which probably refers to the fish that he's cooking. So Daniel is going to kill us by degrees tonight. Tatiana is eating fish tonight, right now. And Daniel's having fries with their fish, probably catfish. Wonderfully seasoned. A little butter. Fries on the side. A little bit of coleslaw. Some baked beans. And Tatiana has one question. Oh, JR's asked, do you like Amazon birds? I don't know. But Tatiana has one question. I'm a Keeper Real has replied to their question that I had to them earlier. I'm going to pause on that for a second so we can read it. I'm learning to accept things one cannot change, the courage to change what one can, and the wisdom to know the difference, which is the Serenity Prayer. And Tatiana Spence has asked, where's to her wife? And Daniel wants to know what your favorite meal is. And JR Trucker is heading out of here. Okay, JR, good luck and Godspeed. You take care now. We'll see ya. Tatiana, I'm single. And more than likely will be for the rest of my days. And that's good. Ask any woman I've ever dated. They'll tell you it's really good that I'm single. Yeah. Yeah. And Tatiana's, interestingly enough, typed in, damn. How you figure that? Oh, that it's sad? Well, you know, it was years ago when I wasn't as bright as I'm a Keep It Real. I mean, I didn't have my head screwed on straight, but, you know, it's not so sad now. I mean, when you get to be a certain age, oh, Tatiana says, oops. And I'm a Keeper Real says, what's the youngest age I would date? Honestly, 60. That's 60. And I probably wouldn't date either. Meet for coffee, you know, maybe dinner every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, go to church, you know, or the library, or just to the grocery store. If you want to call that a date, that's a date. That's all I'm looking for. Yeah. And Tatiana's going to sub to everybody here. And Daniel is back. And I'm a Keeper Real says, casual fling? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, no. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's not that I want casual flings. I've never wanted casual flings. And Tatiana has put, I'm a little bit confused here. Danny wants to know what everybody's favorite meal is again. And I'm a Keep It Real says, I doubt there are many 60-year-olds into casual flings. I'm a Keep It Real. Hey, wait till you get here. You'll be surprised. I'm not kidding. Wait a second. Let me do the flip thing so I can look at you dead in the eye and tell you that. All right? In fact, I'm going to knock down the green screen because I want to make sure you guys see this. Where's the green screen? Okay, there's that thing. And let's go back here. Let's go back here and go to 0. Done. I'm actually going to turn on the lights because you guys need to know this. Okay? You guys really need to know this. I mean, I don't mean to sit you down and say I know everything, because I don't. Okay. Let me see if I can wipe the screen a little bit so you guys get a clearer image. But seriously, kids, seriously, let me wipe this off a little bit so maybe you can see better. There, that's a little bit more clear. Okay, seriously, there are plenty of 60-year-olds, both male and female, that are basically looking for flings. I'm not, I've never looked for a fling. No, no, no. I'm the kind of person that I just can't do that. I can't treat people like that. And I really suggest that um, that you don't either, because people, all of us, we're not toys. We're not something you can just simply pick up off a shelf and play with and then set it back up on the shelf. Life is not a toy store for people that way. I can get all kinds of ecumenical and religious real quick, but I don't do flings. I've known too many women who do, and I've known too many men who do. When I spend time with you, whether it's here or meeting for coffee or sharing a ride on a bus, if we're engaged in conversation, I listen. I listen because I know what it's like to be cast aside. I don't like being cast aside. I'm sure you don't like being cast aside either. So we all should be treating each other as the precious people that we are, because we don't know when our life is going to end. And it can happen just like that. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you I'm on mute now. Okay, now I'm not mute anymore. You're probably wishing I had been. Okay. Yes, it was on purpose. We're just playing. Sometimes you just got to have some fun, right? Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can put you back on a good screen there. Yeah. Ah, oh, wow, the sun sets. And yeah, okay, we're going to go ahead and do that and flip that and go poof. All right. Okay, I'm going to scroll back through here and see how the conversation went when things got sideways. And looking back at this, I'm a keep it real says every guy I ever dated called me a toy when we were chatting, and they also liked being called a toy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it did get real fast, Daniel. And I'm a keeper real says nobody likes to be cast aside. I agree. And Tatiana says all people here, it's a gift to all. And let's see here. Oh, okay. And then there. Just checking up with everybody. And yeah, we're still here. Tatiana says, hey, and then there's right caret, colon, and a triangle. And Daniel says, I'm sad. And Tatiana wants to know why. Well, why are you sad, Daniel? Daniel says, hi. That's good. Yep. I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. Yeah, I have some friends right now that aren't doing too well myself, or doing too well themselves. Yeah, and yes, she has cancer too. That's the thing, life is temporal. It doesn't go on forever. We have to learn to cherish and treasure every moment we have. And sometimes that can be very, very difficult when some of us, like myself, we crave being around people, and sometimes people don't want other people to see them when they're suffering. And sometimes we have to simply give things up to God and pray for them and pray that He will show mercy and comfort them. It's all we have, really, beyond this life, is the promise of a better one. But in order to get there, we all have to pull together and all have to focus on praising God for every moment we've got. And Lord Snooty asks if I can ask a question. Of course you can, Lord Snooty. And Tatiana is expressing condolences to Daniel's friend. Let's all just pause for a few minutes, okay? Let's just pause a few minutes and pray and contemplate things for a few moments. And maybe think about Daniel's friend. Okay, well, I'm back, everybody. Man Maru Magar has come aboard, as everybody was doing. I don't know if everyone is still on. Looks like we have 3 people aboard. Oops, they all dropped off. But we have 9 likes this evening. Thanks, everybody, for all the likes. Before I dropped off myself and went silent, Daniel had mentioned that he had lost a friend recently. They had passed away from cancer. And it touched me a great deal when Daniel mentioned this, because I have a friend right now that's been taken to the hospital. I was made aware today. A few months ago, someone moved in to a home down the street from me and had come here because their partner in life was from here. And they had lost their partner, but they wanted to be connected somehow to the environment which had formed their partner. She was elderly. She was in her 80s. She was much like I am now. Found it hard to get around. Had been a librarian. Interestingly enough, it seemed as though that her life didn't so much parallel mine as much as I traveled in her wake in many of the places that we had traveled to and worked, communities we had worked in different capacities. I had offered to assist her by helping to move her garbage bins to the curb on Wednesday evenings because she found it so difficult. But I only got to twice. I came to find out that she had suffered a stroke, was then taken to assisted living, and shortly afterwards had passed away with no family, no one to come and call on her. My friend that's in the hospital right now, I haven't heard from in over a week. Another acquaintance had reached out and told me what the situation was. This person who's in the hospital now is probably the closest thing that I have to a blood relative left. We only have known each other for maybe 5 or 10 years. She had been given up by her family for adoption and wanted to know at least someone who was family. Well, I don't know, Tatiana. I see three people who are actually signed in. Um, you're probably the only one who's actually contributing. And I'm a Keep It Reals here. But yeah, this comes circles back around to the conversation we had earlier about treating people like toys. Um, yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't treat people like toys. Um, I've known since I was very young just how quickly someone we love in our lives is called heaven. And then we have to find some way to carry on. Um, Eventually, we learn that all relationships are temporal in that way. That the only relationship that we have that is with us through all of our lives is the same relationship that gave us life. And that's the relationship that God wants us to have with God. Well, everybody, we've been online for about an hour now. Thank you all for joining in tonight. I really do appreciate you all coming aboard and sharing this hour. And no, I'm afraid you can't find me on Instagram. And I appreciate all of you coming aboard and and contributing to the chat. So with that, I bid you adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good luck and Godspeed.